Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one,
a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world.
It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, everybody? I apologize. We're like a minute or two behind because this light keeps, every once in a while, it does this weird thing where when I move my face in, and I move my face out, then it like fades in and it fades out, and I was trying to fix it and I couldn't get it fixed, and I absolutely apologize. We're also a minute or two late because I slept through, if you can believe it, I slept through my alarm clock. These holidays, I don't know if it's just, I don't know, man, but I went to bed my normal time. I normally get up my normal time. I actually slept in just a little bit. I think that the holidays just completely and utterly exhausted me. But luckily for you guys, and luckily for me, I've got an incredible, amazing, phenomenal, over-the-top wife named Leslie Ann Lundy. And she was like, bro, get up, go do your show. You know what I'm saying? Which is something that I think we all need. We all need that partner. We all need that road dog. We all need somebody that's going to hold us accountable, that's going to keep us on top of our game, and that's going to help us out when we do fall behind. But the holidays will do that for you, right? Man, this light's driving me nuts. I got to figure something out. Hold up. Anyways, we all need a little help sometimes, which is something that I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about today. As you know, and hopefully, man, I'm looking for his name. I'm hoping my man Austin Smith will be in here this morning. I'm sure, as most of you guys know, a few days ago for the holiday, a couple days before the holiday, I ran into Mr. Austin Smith on the highway and picked him up, and my goodness, what a whirlwind experience it's been since then. I picked him up on the highway, and I heard a little bit about his story, and then shared the story with you guys, and then you guys went crazy. You guys went absolutely crazy with your support and your love and your encouragement for this young man, and you guys raised $2,000 for him, even though we weren't even asking for any money. You guys raised $2,000 for him. We got him a job at an incredible place called Lucky's with an incredible guy that's going to support him and take care of him. We've got housing arranged for him. He's going to be in a housing place where they understand some of the things that he's gone through, and they're going to be able to help him get better and better and better and better. He connected back with his mom, who he hadn't talked to or seen in a really long time. He was able to connect back to his mom, and he came and had dinner with my family last night for Christmas. We had a little prime rib dinner, and it was incredible, and he talked and talked and talked and talked and talked about you guys. He talked about how you guys kept sending him messages. You guys kept encouraging. You guys kept lifting him up. You guys kept doing all of these incredible things, and it just meant so much to him. So I want to start today by saying, thank you so very much to my incredible wife, whose birthday is today, December 26th. Today is her birthday, and I want you guys to blow her up with happy birthdays. Make her feel special, make her feel important, make her feel like she's the only human being on the planet. But today's her birthday, and I want to start the day by saying happy birthday to my wife, who, if it weren't for her, we'd be running way late on a show today, I can tell you that. But if it wasn't for her, being there in my corner and being my road dog and having my back all the time, Rise and Grind wouldn't be what it is today. And then I also wanted to shout out to the whole Rise and Grind crew for what you guys are doing in Austin's life and the impact that you made during this Christmas miracle, because you guys are incredible. All right. Now, with that said, we got the countdown to January 1st. We got 5 days left of this year that we're going to finish up strong. We want to make sure to tie up any loose ends. We want to make sure that we got everything taken care of so we have the momentum that we need, that's necessary to go into next year massively and with a bang. And we're going to do that. But before we get into all of that, you know what we got to do. There we go. Let's dance, baby. Let's get it on. Let me see. Which one's that? That one's okay. That one's okay. Let me clear that one. Let me try this one. Maybe this one's a little more. Yeah, there we go. We need a little more, right? That's better, right? Yeah. We can get moving on this one. For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button. Because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, we can make a massive impact on this planet. I mean, a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes changing their day just starts with you hitting that share button. This is also the part of the show where I need you to say good morning to me. And I'm going to say good morning to you, whether you're watching live or on replay. Go ahead and pop into the comments. I'll make sure to say what's up. Just like I'm going to say good morning, Christopher Campbell. Good morning, Anthony Santangelo. What's up? Terrell Lake. Robert Fuller's up in the house. Hello, Carol Keeley. What's up, Joshua Stifler? There we go. And Gilbert, how are you this morning? Gail Beatcraft, I made sure to give your gift. Gail Beatcraft brought a gift over for Austin. He got it, Gail, and he loved it. It's awesome. She got him a lunchbox and stuff for lunch. You guys are so kind. Kurt McFarland, good morning. CJ Craig Miles, what's up? Eric Willeroy, how are you? Junior De La Rosa, what's up, Josh Wilson? Scott Marziani's up in here. Keith McKenzie's up in here. Good morning, Mr. Ray Hatcher. Susan Rose, how are you, beautiful? Casey Rossiter, dude, my bad on the planner. I gotta make sure that gets to you. It did get you by Christmas. It'll be shipping out tomorrow. Sheila Strack, how are ya? How are ya, Laura Berman, Eddie Gilbert, and of course, Josh. Beth Workman, how are you? How are you? How are you? Man, are you in here, Austin Smith? I'm hoping you're in here, Austin Smith. We're hoping to change your life, Austin Smith. And it starts with you waking up early. That's how we can change your life, is if we can change the way you start your day. Come on, my man. Hey, I understand, though. First day, I even slept in a little bit today. My guess is he's enjoying that hotel room this morning. But that's all right. That's all right. It doesn't change. Oh, Austin is in here. Christopher Campbell says, oh, Josh O says he is here. Casey says he is here. All right, you guys say Austin's in here. He's not. Oh, there he is. Good morning. What's up, dude? Yes. You guys have no idea. You have no idea what's happening. What's happening out there in the world on the planet. Dude, you guys, everybody say what's up to Mr. Austin Smith. Austin Smith is up, rising, and grinding. Wow, what a life-changing event for this young man. Are you kidding me? He's up in here. Nice job, Austin Smith. Day one, first day, he's up. He's watching the show. He's going to do his gratitude list. He's going to do his goals. He's going to do all of that good stuff. He's going to take care of his body this morning. I know he is. We talked about it. Shoot me shots of that, Austin. I want to see all that stuff. Shoot me pictures of all that. And then he's going to take off to work today because he's got an awesome job. Man, it was awesome, man. It was really awesome. It was awesome having you over for dinner last night. My daughter... You guys, my daughter, Savannah, she was really insistent. She kept waiting for Austin to come back inside. And she was like, when's he going to come in? When's he coming in? When's he coming in? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what are you waiting on? And then he came back in, and she handed him, he had a gift from Gail Beecraft. He also had a gift from Mrs. Pfister, a friend of my wife's. And then my daughter, my 9-year-old daughter, handed him an envelope with a handwritten note. And it had a $5 bill and 5 $1 bills. And she handed him this envelope. And on the letter inside, she just wrote him how thankful she was for him and that we had picked him up the other day and that she got to meet him. And she wanted to give him the $10 to make sure that he had some food. Out of her piggy bank, dude. She went and dug it up. She dug up a $5 bill and 5 $1 bills and gave it to him. And just in that moment, man, it was a proud papa moment. A proud papa moment where my daughter understood. You know, she understood the gift that we all receive in giving. She understood that. And she also understood the humanality and reality of the world, man. You know, she understood that my man Austin was going through some struggles and through some challenges, and that he needed some encouragement, and that he needed those of us around him that love him to lift him up. She understood that at 9 years old. So I was super proud. I hope you guys had a merry Christmas. I hope you had an incredible Christmas. I had an over-the-top, phenomenal just holiday season. It was just absolutely incredible. And for us, it's not done yet because, again, today is Miss Leslie A. Lundy's birthday, which is exciting. But as her birthday pops up, this is the first time. Today is the first time in 8 years now. It'll be 8 straight years, and actually the year before that I still worked on Saturdays. So this will be the first time in my wife and I's entire relationship that I'm actually home on her birthday. You see, today is a big, massive retail day. The day after Christmas is a huge retail day, and especially in the auto industry, this last week is just massive. And so this is the first day that I'm actually here with her on her birthday, and that's exciting for us as we're going into this last part of the year. We want to get everything cleaned up. We want to make sure everything's ready as we rock and roll. But I want to share with you guys a little video real quick, and then let's talk about it.
Imagine sitting there 60 years later regretting something that you didn't do. Like, can you fathom that? I walked in together and she was sitting there crying, and she had this suitcase on her knees. And I said, Mamie, what's wrong? When she was young, and she was about 20, she was born, I think it was in 1908, so about 1928, she moved to Canada. And she moved to the Toronto area, and she met a man there by the name of Leslie John Moore, and she fell in love with him. So eventually one night, he takes her out to the Great Lakes, and he gets down on one knee, and he asks her to marry him. And she says yes. So it was a beautiful thing. So she says she has to go back to Scotland to get her stuff and tell her family. So he gives her a suitcase, and it has his initials on it. It says LJM, Leslie John Moore. And she takes this suitcase, and she gets on a boat, and she goes back to Scotland. And she tells her mom and her dad that she is engaged to be married, and they're all very, very happy. And then they turn around and they say to her, hey, but this guy, is he a Catholic? And he says, no, he's a Protestant. And at that time, that was a big deal in Scotland. So Mamie was never allowed to speak to that man again, ever. The week before she died, I walked in together and she was sitting there crying, and she had this suitcase on her knees. And I said, Mamie, what's wrong? And she said, I was just wondering what my life would have been like if I'd married Leslie John Moore. It's inconceivable to me. And I find that regret is a real problem that we're all going to have to atone for. And I find that every single time you say, no, you're right, and you don't do something, what you do is you're writing out a check made to regret. And that check you're writing for regret, you will have to pay one day. One day you will sit there with your grandkids, and you'll have that suitcase with LJM on your knee, and you'll have to ask for forgiveness for yourself for all the shit you didn't try. It's far better to live with the regret of the mistakes you have made than to die with the regret of never having tried. So you actually have to try. Yesterday would have been easier. Tomorrow will be harder. There is no waiting. It's not going to get easier when your kids finish school. It's never going to get cheaper. It's never going to feel like it's making more sense. You do it, and you do it now.
Do it, and you do it now. I can't say it with the accent like that guy does right there, but I can say it with the same mindset, the same importance, the same inflection. We got to do it, and we got to do it now. I love the stories from people's deathbeds. I do. I absolutely love the stories from people's deathbeds because they're always the same. Every single time it's the same. People's regrets are never about the things that they did. It's always about the things that they didn't do. They regret not making that move. They regret not jumping on that opportunity. They regret not connecting with that human being. They regret not loving themselves enough. They regret not loving others enough. They regret not having the strong enough relationships with the kids that they need to have. They regret all of those things. And so I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you to quit writing those regret checks as we're going into 2019. Instead, let's get our mindset into this place where we're going to take action. We're going to take actions on the things that we know we need to achieve. We're going to take action on our goals. We're going to take action in our relationship. It is time to activate. This morning, it is time to activate that thing, that new life, whatever it is. It's time to activate, folks. You're going to regret it if you don't. I can tell you, I would have regretted it. I would have regretted it if I wouldn't have. The relationship with my wife is something that is so profound and so beautiful to me, so life-changing for me. But it took me taking action to initiate that. It took action for me to finally muster up the nerve to ask her to marry me, to ask her to spend the rest of her life with me. It took action. I had to change things in my life. I had to activate a responsible human being. I had to become a man that I wasn't at the time. I had to shed my skin of some things. I had to shed my skin. I had to shed my life of some things that were self-doubting, self-poisoning, that were bringing me down. I had to shed myself of that, and I had to take action to move towards the relationship that I have now. I would have regretted it. Imagine if I would have just let Austin walk on by on the 23rd. I would have regretted it so much. I would have regretted it so much if I would have just let him walk on by. Never to say hi to him, never to connect with him, never to build this relationship with him, but it took it in action. I had to take action. It sounds crazy every time I say it, but my man Eric Thomas, it's just weird that all of a sudden now, after 2 months after meeting Eric Thomas, he calls me all the time. But Eric Thomas called me. He called me, and he's so excited about this new concept and idea that I can't even like share it with you. I don't want to steal any of his thunder, but he's so excited about this new concept and idea that he wants to release on January 1st to the Rise and Grind group. And he is so excited to take the Rise and Grind group to another level. He's going to push it out to his following, him and his team. I think they're going to launch the first ad today, and they're going to try to get everybody in here on January 1st. January 1st at 5:30 a.m. He'll be on the show here with me, and we're going to launch into 2019. We're going to launch into this new year like never before. It's going to be so absolutely incredible, and I can't wait to take you guys on this journey with me. We activated hashtag Rise and Grind on January 6th. January 6th of last year, or of this year. January 6th of this year, we hit go live right here from this closet. We hit go live, and it was just me in a closet, and now there's 70 of us in here this morning. There's thousands of us that'll watch on replay later today. We're helping guys like Austin. We're building each other up. Everybody, I loved all the pictures of the planners on Christmas Day. People giving their loved ones planners, holding up their planners, ready to rock and roll, ready to just kick some butt in 2019. And so I've never been more excited for something. I've never been more excited. And how terrible would it have been if I didn't take action and push that live button? How terrible would it have been if I would have said, no, that's stupid. Ain't nobody going to want to watch that. No, that's stupid. I'll look like an idiot. No, that's stupid. 5:30 a.m. Are you kidding me? Imagine the regrets. What are the checks you're writing right now? What regret checks are you writing right now? What are you convincing yourself that you don't have the resources, you don't have the time, you don't have what it takes? What are you telling yourself right now? What regret checks are you writing? Because we need to clear those suckers out. We got to clear those suckers out right now. Today's the day. We start to activate. Let's activate those things, those dreams, those things we want to chase, and move into 2019 ready to rock and roll. You guys fair? Is that fair? You guys want to do that with me? Because it's going to be absolutely huge. Listen, I got to tell you something. Kagan, Janelle, Randy, Beth, my man Josh O, Mike Brockway, Sheila, I got to tell you guys all something. And especially my man Austin Smith. I need you to hear this morning, Austin Smith. You, sir, are a child of God. The God of the universe, the guy that made everything, made you. He made you, and he made you uniquely. You were uniquely made to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Okay? And you have everything that you need to do that. You have absolutely everything that you need right now in your life by design. You are exactly where you are in this moment, this morning, today, December 26th, my wife's birthday. You have everything you need. You're in the right place at the right time to activate the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And you're already starting to make good decisions. You're watching hashtag Rise and Grind. You're starting to fill your feed with all types of positivity because you're in the Rise and Grind group. You're starting to make these little, tiny, small decisions that are going to start adding up. Because, see, every single one of those decisions, it makes an impact. It makes an impact on a friend. It makes an impact on a family member. It starts to make an impact on every single one around you. And it makes an impact on me. It has absolutely impacted my life. Knowing you, connecting with you, relating to you, having conversations with you, being in this group together, being on this show, it's made a massive impact in my life. A massive impact. And I absolutely love you for it. I do. If nobody's told you that yet today, Anthony, if nobody's told you this yet, or Amy, Janelle, Don Sankey, if nobody's told you this yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely love you. I do. I stinking love you. I can't tell you how much. So here's what I need you to do. If you need more videos just like this, then go to GlennLundy.com. You can find them there. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, you didn't get it for Christmas like you were hoping to, not that you ordered it and didn't get it, but nobody got it for you, then go to GlennLundy.com. If you haven't got your planner yet, you still have time. You can get it on Amazon. They can ship it in 2 days. You'll have it in time for the new year. You can get there from GlennLundy.com or go straight to Amazon. So if you need more videos, you need more gear, you need a planner, do that. But most importantly, have an incredible, incredible day today. I need you to activate. I need you to start taking action. Okay? We're running out of time. This year's almost over. We don't want we don't want anything left behind. We don't want any regrets still there. It's time for us to take action right now. That way January 1st, when we go into 2019, it's like freaking rocket fuel. We just pour rocket fuel on it and we blast into 2019, okay? So start taking action today. Know that I love you. And then most importantly, come back here again tomorrow morning. Let's do it all over again, 5:30 a.m. on hashtag Rise and Grind. You guys rock. Have an incredible day. We'll see you.